Ludwig was easily the best part of Streamer University. His class was really teaching the ins and outs of how to be a successful YouTuber, a content creator, a streamer, and there were certain things on the first day of his class that I think a lot of people missed. The first thing is people need to be delusional. And yes, there were clips going around showing what he said about the delusional aspect of being a content creator, because there are so many people who think they're interesting, who think they're funny, who think that everybody wants to pay attention to the stuff that they're saying. And you have to be a delusional person to think I am that important. People need to listen to me for some reason. And this is something that a lot of successful people have in common. Look at Kanye West. This man has been delusional since the beginning. Even if you look at that Netflix documentary that he dropped or that he was a part of, and it showed the beginning of how he felt, and nobody really believed in him. He was treated as the younger brother, where it was just like people laughed at him. He was saying all the great things he wanted to do, and then he ended up doing it. He became a cultural icon. He got canceled, he got uncanceled. You can't cancel him anymore. There's so many different aspects of Kanye West that you could look at and say that he's delusional. He was even saying that he's a god. But if you look at his concerts and how people treat him, where they're just chanting and singing along to the music that he created, how can you not think that you're a god at a certain point? But he is delusional, and he was really comparing himself to people like Steve Jobs. He's Walt Disney. He was saying all types of stuff, and people were like, what? But then he just speaks it so much where it comes into fruition. He is a very delusional person until it becomes reality. Jay-Z didn't even believe in him. Dame Dash gave Kanye West the opportunity. And that's why Kanye West was able to do what he did. Not because of Jay-Z, even though Kanye West admired Jay-Z so much. Ludwig says that you have to be delusional in this whole process. And that is the truth. The second big point that Ludwig was talking about was working when things are easy, when things are good. That's when everybody has no problem putting out content and they're saying like, oh, you know what? This is about to be a breeze. And I could even attest to that. It is so easy to put out some content when the numbers are beautiful. When my numbers are doing like 100K on TikTok, 200K, a million, oh, it's a breeze to put stuff out. It's no problem. I have no issue with this thing of saying like, oh, nobody's really gonna see this. What's the point of making this video? But when I transition over to YouTube, YouTube is a monster. I put out a video, 2 people see it. And I'm just like, what is the point of even making this video? And I have to force myself to put it out anyway. And that is a level of like delusion, which I talked about earlier, but it's the fact of like doing it when it's hard. Because putting stuff on TikTok, it's easy to be consistent on there for me because I have a bunch of followers over there. I always get visibility. There was a point in time where I couldn't even get above 300 views on TikTok. And now I'm always above like, let's say 10,000. Like that's the minimum. And now I'm trying to transition over to YouTube, and it is just a hard place to be consistent because YouTube don't give a damn about you. It's not gonna push your stuff. It's not gonna say, you know what, let's put him into the algorithm. Like, no, you have to just put out an absurd amount of content for you to get noticed. And it's hard to get noticed here. But that's why Ludwig is really trying to hammer in that thing of just saying, work when it's hard for you. Don't only do things when it's good. It's so easy to put out content when it's good. When you're riding that wave and it's smooth sailing, I can't wait till one video. No, I had a couple videos, my shorts blow up on YouTube, but the long form, oh my God, I can't wait. And once I put out enough long form content, I will be so comfortable, I will be smooth, my videos will even improve to a certain point. So I just have to keep doing it even when it's hard, even if I feel like it's not going anywhere. I'm gonna blow up. This is gonna happen. But that is the big thing that Ludwig is saying, because I've seen the same thing happen on TikTok where I was just like, oh, this is going nowhere. And then one day it just hits. Work when it's hard and when nobody believes in you and when nobody's looking at you as well. The third thing that Ludwig was talking about on his first day as teaching at Streamer University was discipline and building a schedule. If you have the discipline, you could even work when you're not even motivated. when you don't feel like doing it, if it's just a part of your everyday routine, it's easy. Just like if you brush your teeth every day, sometimes you'll be like, I don't even feel like brushing my teeth. But because you have it part of your schedule, you do it anyway. If you build a schedule that's revolving around putting out content, it becomes easier. Because he had the same type of schedule that I had when I first started, where it was just like, I put out a bunch of content, I slept when I felt like it, I got up when I felt like it, and there was no real like time constraint on anything. I would just do it whenever I felt like it. And it actually worked for me very well because I didn't really have anything going on. I just got fired from a job. I was just like, you know what, let me just put out a whole bunch of content and hopefully it works out. But after a while, if you don't have the discipline, you'll get the burnout. You will feel like, okay, damn, like you're gonna start needing some motivation in moving forward. And you don't always have motivation. People sometimes just rely on, oh, I'm not motivated, so I don't feel like doing anything. But if you have the discipline, the motivation won't even matter, because motivation is just like a roller coaster. It's back and forth, it's never consistent, you never just stay motivated. And that's why trying to keep a schedule and just stay on schedule and build that discipline is so important. And that also ties into the other part that Ludwig was talking about, which was taking time off. You're gonna need some time off. You're gonna need it like a couple of days or whatever. You might be able to start off strong at the beginning. There was, I think the first year I was doing like nothing but TikToks, and I was just doing content every single day. I didn't miss a day. It was so easy for me because I was just like, I need this to work, so I'm gonna just put out as much content as I can. It doesn't matter. And it was so easy because I was just super motivated at that time. After a while, once it actually does work and you see the numbers grow and you're just like, okay, like that same hunger isn't there, you're gonna be like, damn, I'm kind of drained. The burnout starts to kick in. So Ludwig is saying that you really need to take that time off so that you can like feel better in the long run. He's been doing content for 8 or 10 years, something like that, but he's been doing it long enough and he's not burnt out because he takes time off. He goes on vacations, he goes to the Dodger game, whatever. He's not trying to just do it every single day, and he has a designated time. And even if your schedule has to be malleable and it moves, some days you'll have to take the Saturday on or whatever, some things come up, you might have to collaborate with somebody. But the thing is, you have to really take care of yourself because your body isn't a machine. A machine can just go every single day and doesn't have to recuperate. Your body even has to sleep. So you taking the time off and really taking care of your mental state is one of the most important things that you can do. And Ludwig is big on that. And that's a thing that I had to learn the hard way, because I'm just sitting there like, I don't know why I don't feel motivated. And once I take that time off, I'm like, I'm good to go. And the energy comes back, because there was a time where I was putting out videos, I'm just sitting there like, oh, hey, what up, y'all? Let's just put some bullshit out. Go out and do things. Go out and live life. Go out and actually experience things, and don't revolve your life around content, because that's what a lot of people do, and that's what the mistake comes and they fall off. So once I started taking the time off, I felt the difference. Me even putting this video out now, I feel better because I took a day off. And last but not least, the fifth thing that Ludwig was talking about at his first day of Streamer University was that you need to work on the things you're bad at. You are against everybody when it comes to content creation. You're against me, you're against everybody who's trying to grab somebody's attention and watch their videos. So when you improve on the things that you're bad at, you make yourself more competitive. You can't be competitive if you just put yourself in this like niche thing or this small-minded thing, because I just did a bunch of shorts. I became really good at making shorts. I got millions of views on TikTok, and those videos have done exceptionally well. And it's just like, because I got good at that, I had to figure out, okay, I'm so good at that, let me move on to a different form, which is long form. And long form is another beast that I'm gonna have to conquer. I will conquer it. It's super hard, it's super brand new. It's a different type of element, a different type of delivery I need. Long form is my new obstacle, and I will get over it, just like I got over short form. It took me a little while to like really figure out short form, because it takes a little different type of like hooks and how you're able to present certain things, you have to get attention a certain way when it comes to short form. Long form, I'm slowly getting it together. I'm slowly trying to figure out, what do people want to see? How do I even get somebody to click on a video? And even that is a new obstacle. But I'm slowly but surely figuring it out. And the more I figure it out, the harder I'm coming. No diddy. Ludwig was trying to tell everybody what they're comfortable doing. They need to step out of that and go do something else. Because there's so many different forms of content creation where you can grow your audience, monetize on it, and it'll be harder to monetize if you're just sticking to shorts or long form, or if you're not really advertising yourself correctly. And that's the biggest thing a lot of people need to do.